Allow me to take you guys back to the good old days. In the beginning phases of the journey. When you set yourself apart. When you have a plan. When you want to do something great with your life. Everything is going to change. Everything around you is going to change. The people around you, your own reality, literally everything is going to change. When you set yourself apart, which means you're keen to go on a particular mission, you're willing to put in that work. You're willing to find out. You're willing to do what nobody else around you was willing to do. Let me take it back. When you do this, when you fall off of the map, at first, people ain't gonna think much of it. Some folks might think you're crazy. You might get people talking mad smack. You might get people laughing at you, making a clown out of you, trying to destroy you, trying to destroy your confidence, trying to make it seem as if you have no business going on in life to do the things that you set out to do. And when you set yourself apart and you go into disappear mode, you know what they say? Go ghost for 6 months. Screw the attention, screw the glory, screw all that kind of stuff. Screw it. Become a ghost. Disappear. Put in the work. Come back unrecognizable. Screw everybody else. Everybody else around you that's giving you a hard time. Screw them. Because you are going to disappear. You are going to go ghost. And you're going to come back reinvented. When you do this, folks, when you disappear and you set out to do something with your life, you're going to come back reinvented. And it's going to send all your haters into a shock. It's going to send the people around you to begin with in a shock. Your change starts to disturb people. And wait till you actually start to become successful, because it's going to catapult. At first, people could tolerate you. At first, people could look at you a certain kind of way and okay. But it gets to a point where even the people you did not think would turn on you will turn on you. And it's going to continue to happen at different stages in your life. I swear to God, it's never going to stop. There's going to be like a certain select individuals who will never do that. They will never do it to you. They're always going to respect your grind. They're always going to respect the work you're putting in. But there's going to be people who is so upset. They cannot help it. Their jealousy, their anger towards you just seeps out because you're everything they want to be. But they can't. And folks, there's no point in being that way. For anybody. The only thing you can do is control the 24 hours that's in front of you. It takes a sickening amount of time to reach your goals. It takes a sickening amount of time for life to actually come together the way you want it to. There's nothing else you can do. You're better off appreciating what's going on with everybody else that you so-called are cool with. Don't become a hater. Don't become a bitter little bitch. It's not a good look. And this is what you're going to come to know. When you do disappear, when you do put in the work, you're in the shadows. When you come back, and people don't recognize how much work you've been putting in for all the years you have, and all of a sudden the payoff comes, all of a sudden you reach these new levels. You probably deserve to have even more progress than you've made, but sometimes there's a big delay in your progress and it all comes at once. Something big just starts to happen for yourself. And it's going to send the people around you in like a shock. And some individuals are even going to hate you intensely, bro. I mean intensely. Like, it's strong, it's bitter, it's not good. It's not a good look. And these are not your real boys. These are not your real friends. You're going to piss off some females. Like, you can make one move, it's going to send people off in a frenzy. And I mean a frenzy. Bunch of females going to unfollow you. Bunch of females going to be, when next time you see them, they're going to be looking at you all cross. That's what happens when you disappear and you come back. Sometimes you don't even really got to necessarily disappear completely. It's just that you were putting in so much work and a big payoff comes. Your payoff has arrived. Your results start to come. It might be coming quick because there was like little to no results. For the longest time, you putting in so much work, you saw little to no results and you're like, what is happening? I deserve so much more for the work I put in. But sometimes, folks, the big results come delayed. That's why you should never give up. I'm telling you guys right now, never give up on yourselves, regardless of who you are, regardless of where you're at, regardless of what you're doing. Demand so much from yourself. Put pressure on yourself. Make yourself do the work. Whatever it is that you got to do. You know yourself, you have haters yourself. You know that. You want to prove them wrong. You want to take the fuel of them thinking you're some clown. You want to take all that fuel and put it into your own life. And you cannot forget to be appreciative of the ones around you that's also leveling up. Regardless of where you might be at, your payoff just didn't come. Respect the people that you say you're with. But it's like some people can't, and to me, that is a major weakness. That is a chink in your armor. That shit's weak. Nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to see a hater. Once a hater, in my opinion, always a hater. Don't be a hater. Don't be like that. It's not a good look. You should be focused on what you're doing while respecting everybody else that you say you're cool with. Keep focusing on what you're doing and have respect for everybody else that you say you're cool with. This is important. That's how you keep friends. That's how you keep trust. You break trust, you break friendship by being a little dumbass. Don't do it. Stay true to who you are. Stay true to your people, regardless of what season you're in. That is strength. That's a real MFer. And if you can't do that, then I don't know what to say. You're not my cup of tea. You're not my cup of tea. I was never like that. You shouldn't be like that. It's pointless. Like, why? Your payoff will come. You say you work hard, right? You say you're grinding, right? You're focused on your stuff, right? You should have no problem showing respect to others that deserve respect instead of being a hater like everybody else. You can show a little bit of respect. It goes a long way further than you know. But some people, they just can't. You're no different than everybody else because that's how most other people are. I'm telling you, bro, you'll have some of these girls, they're just going to hate you. You make one move. Oh, I hate him. Oh, I'm just going to look at him like this. Unfollow him and Some of these girls be in competition with you, bruh. Some of these girls be in a competition with you. And it's backwards. You're a good man. You're supposed to be the man. But these girls are so in competition with other men today, and it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And deep down, it's because they know you're surpassing them on a very, very, very big level to a very high degree. And they're scared. They think you're going to do better than them, which you will. Because that's who they have exposed themselves to be. And like I said, folks, going back to the topic, which we're on, when you do the work, when you disappear, when you don't even disappear, you're just doing the work. Other people cannot see the work you're doing. They can't. They think they do. You don't. You have no clue, buddy. You have no idea what's going on. They just think they know. It's like all the other people. They don't understand. That's your problem. You, my friend, are delusional yourself because you really don't know. You just think you do, which is delusion. Because you're wrong. You don't know. You just think you do. But you don't. And I'm just telling you the truth. You can take it. You can leave it. You can accept it. You can decline it. And I'm just going to keep thinking the way I think because you're an idiot. Don't be that person. Engrave yourself in reality. If you're a woman, you can afford to be that way. Not as a man. You cannot afford to be that way as a man. If you're a woman, okay, go to La La Land. Fine. Count the fucking stars and the moon. Not on my time. I don't have time to count the stars and the moon and all that other BS. I just don't. There's only time to do what's right. And like I said, when you disappear, when you put in the work, when you make the sacrifice, when you live the life you're supposed to live, true to yourself, truly, you'll be unstoppable. It don't matter what everybody else is saying. It don't matter what everybody else is thinking. Because every single day, you're only becoming closer and closer and closer and closer and closer and closer and closer to being the real deal in everybody's eyes, whether they like it or not. So keep doing the work. And respect those that you say you do. Show them the love. You want love yourself, right? You have to give it in order to receive it, because if you don't get it, you're going to be left with none. That's a mistake people make. I guarantee you, whenever you step up, whenever you want to do some certain things, you're going to want love and respect and appreciation. You're going to want to be noticed. You're going to want to get that. So if you want to get it, you better be able to give it. Because if you don't, you're going to be left high and dry yourself, because that's what you did to others. So you don't do it to others. Regardless of where you're at. I don't care what kind of lack of progress you have right now. I don't care what you're doing or what you're going through. I don't care. You're supposed to be going through it. You are supposed to be going through it. You're supposed to have maybe little to nothing right now. That's life. You don't think I've been through it? You don't think others have been through it? You don't think Conor McGregor was on welfare before? You don't think? Yeah, that's the reality of life. You have to go through it. And if you're a real one, you're going to respect other real ones, regardless of how well they're doing or how not well they're doing. You're going to respect them. You're not going to be a bitter little kid. You are going to do what's right every step of the way. You are being rewarded for that. That is strength, which a lot of people in the world do not have. They have one little rough patch, and they can't give nobody else respect. If somebody else's time is coming, and right now it's not really their time, but it's somebody else's that they say they're friends with, just because how they feel right now, oh, he's shining in a way that I want to shine right now, so I'm not going to give him anything. That's the lamest shit I've ever heard in my life. That's the lamest shit you ever see going on. But that's how people are today, because they're losers. These people are losers. I don't care what anybody says, they are losers. They are. That should never be on your mind. That stuff should never be on your mind. You can't control everybody else. You can only control the actions that's in front of your damn self right now. That's all you can control. It is useless to not respect those that you say you do. If you don't, then just, why are you even paying attention to them? Why do you say you consider them a friend? Why do you reach out sometimes? Why do you do these things? This is real shit. Can you take it? If you can't, you're not even a real one. We want loyalty. That's what we want. Peasants don't know anything about loyalty. They're just feelings based. Oh, if one of my friends is succeeding right now and I'm not, and I'm in a rough patch, I'm just going to ignore them. I'm just going to not do anything. You're entitled to ignore anybody you want, but don't come back. Don't come back. You should never be out of it. You should never have an excuse as to why you did not do something good to somebody else. Instead, you did the opposite. That's what you did. And I'm telling you guys full well right now, I have documented my life. I know exactly what happened since day one till right now. And nothing goes unnoticed of me. I keep a close freaking eye on those around me especially. Especially. Because I ain't fucking around. I'm not fucking around. You think I'm testing motherfuckers, bro. Because I ain't playing games. I'm not letting the scavengers come in and out of my life. And all of you watching this video, you shouldn't either. Because that's what they're going to do to you guys. I have lived it. I'm trying to explain this to y'all. I have lived this stuff. And it's what's going to happen. It's amazing how many people is going to relate to this video. Because it's real. Like, people are so unaccepting today. You do something really good, they're unaccepting of it. They make excuses. They say this about you, they say that about you. It just can't be a little bit of respect. That's the last thing they will do. Because it kills them. You're already killing these individuals on their insides. You're demolishing these individuals, brother. The little bit of success you have demolishes them, let alone a big payoff that you might get down the line. Wait till that happens. Oh yeah, you're going to see. Everyone's going to give you the silent treatment. Everyone's not going to want to look at you or say your name. Everyone's going to just ignore. Because you are the truth. You are the real deal. Because you put in that work. It's not just because it's little old you. It's because you put in the work. For real. You put in the time. I was going to say you did the crime, but no, you didn't do the crime. You put in the work. And that's just a saying. You do the crime, you do the time. That's what they do. Because they do the crime, and they got to put in the time behind closed doors in that jail cell. Because that's where you're going to put them, and they're not getting out. To me, buddy, you get a life sentence. You ain't never getting out. You ain't never coming close to me. You ain't never going to talk to me. You ain't going to have that privilege to do it. Y'all have to be strict with the people in your life. And you don't have to be strict at all if people are acting right. But as soon as people start acting a certain way or funny, or like a jealous little bitch hater, you have to start holding these people accountable. That's what you have to do. Because you're not playing games. You've been through this too many times. You have seen it time and time again. And the odd time, someone's going to surprise you. Someone else is going to surprise you. It's like, damn, I never thought they would. But there again. And I've been through those stages as well. And it's like, now nothing is going to surprise me. Just do it. Just stab me already because I know what's already going to happen. And people wonder why we want to ride it out alone. People wonder why. People wonder why we won't get too close to too many people. Because the closer you get, the worse it gets. With a lot of people, and there's a very few, where the closer you get, the better it gets. And that's how it's going to be forever with your real ones. And folks, this is a story of disappearing, of being a ghost in life, putting in your work, putting in the time, and then you come to, and you're right there. Now people see what you become, and it's a problem. It's a big problem to them. They make up excuses. Excuse after excuse after excuse why something good happened for you, and they're still in the thick of things, or whatever it might be. You see, they're not living in reality. They just think things are what they're not, and you will never know until you put in the work. That is reality. You put in the work, you have found out. You got to look at yourself in the mirror since day one, and you have to tell yourself, I'm willing to die to make life what I want it to be. That's what you have to do, and you engrave yourself in reality. You go through the trying times, you go through the hard times, you put in so much work, get little to no payoff, and you just don't stop. You just keep, you compound pounding, you're just... You're not going away. You're not going away. You're going to stay here. Regardless of how hard it hurts. Regardless of how bad it hurts. Pressure. You're right here. You're not going nowhere. You're here to stay. No matter how hard it gets, put me on my knees. I'm going to get back up. That's how you are. It's the mentality of a winner. And these individuals around you, bro, when you start to win, they start to treat you bad. They start to do little things just to do it on purpose. You cut them off. You recognize the enemy. They're not your boy. They're not your friend. They're nothing. They're just like everybody else, but they don't claim that. But that's what they are. They're like everybody else. They don't have what you have. They never had it. They think they do. They're going to find out terribly wrong that they are delusional. You are the chosen one. Fucking those clowns.